Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another Red Talk? Yo, Cass, I see you, bro. Can you hear us?
Hey, back again for the best Red Talk. What we doing here, man? Where's the energy at, bruv?
Hey,
Hey,
bro, I can't lie, yeah, bro. It doesn't feel real, bro. It feels like we're being pranked.
yeah, come on. I've got words with you,
Let's go.
and not that you're gonna care, because it only benefits the club. When we said that Ruben Amorim didn't want the two Brazilians, 4 weeks later, yeah, or 5, I think, yeah, maybe 6, gets linked with the two Brazilians that Rants said we wasn't gonna get linked with, and it's gone great. The Edison stuff, Rants, that GIF, yeah, summed up everything that you needed to send in it yesterday, innit? That's how I would be feeling, yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
Hey, bro.
crazy.
Bro, it's
Cunha,
not really
Edison,
making sense though.
woo. It don't make sense, but guess what? Just let it breathe, innit? Just let it breathe.
Yeah, but it
That's
doesn't
have a
make
moment.
sense. It doesn't make sense. I'll be real. The Cunha stuff makes sense because we've been linked with Cunha from since I think
Last
Oli.
summer.
Bruv,
Last
even
summer.
since Oli done the
Oh,
social,
yeah.
bro. We were linked
He
with
was,
him at Atletico before
he was,
came.
yeah. I remember we was on pre-season against that is it the Danish or Norwegian team? And then he got links. Do you remember that very game? He came out that Mateus Cunha. I remember having a conversation with Ty. This
Yeah.
must have been about 3 years ago, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know. Like, he's a great false nine. Like, Ty really wanted him over."
It
And then
was.
who did we end up getting? Did we end up getting anyone?
I don't think so.
Was it
Well, we might
Ronaldo?
ended up getting Ronaldo because it
Not
was under
Ronaldo.
Oli.
Yeah.
It was
Under Oli,
under
yeah.
Oli. Yeah.
So Oli wanted Cunha. That's crazy because when you deep it, yeah, I know he's not the guy, yeah, but
Bruv, Oli wanted some good players,
some
bro.
good
I can't
players,
lie.
yeah.
Like when Oli left and he was talking about the players that he wanted. One thing I'll say about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and similar to David Moyes at Man United, is they see it as, yo, we're Man United. We should have the best players. So they only wanted big name players, but the Glazers didn't want to spend money. This is what people need to understand. Like this brother was like, yo, I want Bale, Fabregas, Thiago. Like he wanted these kind of players.
Tony Kroos.
Yeah, he wanted those kind of players, and the Glazers didn't want to sign those kind of players because they're on big wages and it costs big money. So it's one of them things where you need to understand that Moyes, Van Gaal, Jose, and Oli all complained about the transfers. They all complained about either not getting the players, yeah, that they wanted, or
Bear with me,
not getting the players they wanted because the scouts, they would get players scouted, the players would be identified, and then the club would move too slow to get them, or they just wouldn't get them. Like that's what we've learned. Ten Hag is the only manager that we can genuinely say, yeah, has been backed by this club in terms of getting the players they wanted, and look how he ruined the team. So it's one of those things, guys. I'll be completely honest, man. And now we've got a structure that's recruiting for the club and for the best interests of the club long term, regardless of who the manager is. So the Cunha signing, I think Cunha gets signed no matter who the manager is, to be honest. I think that's what happens, but it just looks good at the moment. And now we're getting linked with this goalkeeper. Like, I don't know nothing about this goalkeeper. I think I've heard Lee Gunner speak about the goalkeeper. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I watch bloody La Liga and I know anything about him. But one thing I do know is that we need a goalkeeper. Do you know what I'm saying? So, who cares? Do you know what I'm saying? Who cares, bro? You know what I mean? Like, we're making moves in the right areas, and that's a great thing for the football club, irrespective of who's coming in. The fact that we're actually looking at players here in the positions that we should be looking at players tells me that the club are moving in the right direction. That's why it feels like we're being pranked. That's why it literally feels like we're being pranked, because right now I'm looking at this year and I'm like, bro, We haven't been linked to one bad player yet, bro. We got linked to we're getting linked to the what's his name? The Argentinian brother, the left-footed youth, that Franco youth. We're being linked to Cunha. We're being linked to the lap. Like, bro, like, and now we're linked to this goalkeeper. We're just getting linked to good players, bro. There's not one player we've been linked with, and I'm like, yo, what in the life, bro? Do you know what I mean? Not one. And this is why it doesn't feel real to me. It doesn't feel real to me, bro. And also, it tells me that it's club driven. We're being linked to Edison as well. So it shows me that it's club and recruitment team driven and not necessarily being driven from anywhere else in it, which is good because it seems like a lot of proactive business. So yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Man said I think Angels going West Ham or Fulham. We're not getting him. I don't know about all that. I don't know about no West Ham. Why West Ham? Graham Potter? I don't know, bro. I don't know about that, my bro. You know what I mean? Man said Edison's another midfielder who ain't a passer. I don't care about his ball carrying. He's not a passer, but there's nowhere out there that's saying that we're only gonna sign one midfielder. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is night and day to the transfer links under Eric Ten Hag. And this is why you can tell that this is club driven and not manager driven, these links. You can tell. You can fully tell that it's definitely club driven, because if it wasn't, I think we'd see a lot of sporting players or players in the Portuguese league that maybe the manager's familiar with. We're getting linked to players that have nothing to do with this manager. The Lap has nothing to do with this manager. Cunha has nothing to do with this manager. Edison has nothing to do with this manager. And this goalkeeper, nothing to do with this manager. The kid in Argentina, nothing to do with this manager. Like nothing whatsoever, bro. There's no links. There's no links to any of these players. You could say the closest you could see a link is maybe I think he's got the same agent as Cunha, bro. I think that's about it. That's about it. So yeah, bro. I think it's brilliant business. I think it's brilliant business to begin with. Can't complain whatsoever. Do you know what I'm saying? A man saying, what, this goalkeeper's only going to cost 21 million. Go get him. Go get him. Yeah, bro. Listen, guys, we suffered. We've come a long way from the days of being linked with Brian Bobby and El Ghazi, bro. Like, we've come a long way from that. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where I think we can be optimistic, but we have to be cautiously optimistic. Like, I seen a quote from Jim saying that Man United have the eyes of Jason Wilcox, bro. Like, he said that Man United ain't on, Man United not doing this data thing, bro. He was like, bro, like they're still they still trust Jason Wilcox, bro. You know what I mean? And considering Jason Wilcox is his eye test here was trusted at Man City to develop some of the best players that we're seeing around at the moment. Having him making the decisions on what kind of players we should sign, it's not a bad move, bro.
Yeah, there's loads of players we're linked with at the moment, though. But the surprise,
yeah, but none of them are shit, bro. That's the good thing.
Like, I don't know anything about this goalkeeper. Apparently, we're allegedly scouting. Yeah,
apparently these men are saying he's the bollocks, bro. Like, he's meant to be like,
he was
linked with Real Madrid and Barcelona, kind of that.
He's linked with Man City. He's the number 2 choice apparently. For other than Diogo Costa.
Okay.
So that's one thing. There's what else is there as well? Who else are we linked with as well then? Like, we got that Freddie Woodman,
Franco Mastuanto or whatever his name.
Mastuanto or something like that. I don't know. I don't know anything about him like that. I'm gonna be real. People act like they watch River Plate, so be it. But compilation.
He just looks similar to kind of what Trincao was supposed to be. You know, them ones left-footed, good ball carrier, good technique. but he's young, innit? Those are the kind of signings that we should be making, yeah, and they shouldn't be playing, but we just buy them. Even if we buy them and loan them out, or buy them and
Yeah.
have them as squad players, those are the kind of signings that you do sign. If you're gonna get him for something like 30 million, yeah, like 30 million, like that's how much we signed Dorgu for, like 24 million. If you can get someone like that for 24 million and just have them in the squad, yeah, you make those signings, bro.
But you know what I have an issue with that is that we need like 7 first teamers, yeah. And I look at this guy saying, do we really need to waste money on that right now? Are we in a position to be doing that right now?
I think we are though, Cass. I think that these men are lying, saying we ain't got no money, but we got money.
Yeah, maybe. But I think they're anticipating that we're going to be having a lot of sales. Maybe they do already have stuff lined up that we just don't know at the moment, yeah. But my whole thing is like, I just don't think that's the correct link right now. Like when you got Turkey right there, yeah, sitting like that, who had an absolute mad showcase of a whole, like, let's say about 110 minutes, maybe at, you know, Old Trafford, maybe less, 99 minutes. I don't know. For me, I need to be seeing that guy come through the door before I see this Mastan Toano guy come through the door.
We've been linked with McAtee as well, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
What is his contract running down or something?
Yeah.
And he's playing silly buggers, bro. I'll take him from Man City just because, you know them ones. I'll be honest. Like I would love to see us take him from City just to flex muscles on them, but I reckon he'll agree a new deal.
Yeah, my thing with this Argentinian, I'm sure he's great, but he's like, for me, he should be one of them signings that come at the end of the window.
I agree.
You can't like you can't brief the fan base to say that we're broke. We're trying our hardest, we're trying to cut corners in terms of certain ways so we can afford certain things, balance books, whatever, and then go get this kid that's 17 years of age and think he's gonna hit the ground running at Old Trafford, bro. I think that's too much of a high risk for me, considering the sort of position he wants to operate in. When there's more players around, yeah. When I like, don't get me wrong, this Mastan Tuano sounds like he's got a bad boy name. You don't really hear it in football. I'm pretty sure he will succeed. But when when Chris Rigg is right there, homebody, by the way, sitting there for not that much money, to probably less than 35 million, way less. Go get homegrown before anything, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Go get someone that's used to English football already, rather than someone that has to adapt potentially within a year when he's got a whole brand new side. That's just my whole part on that. I don't want him. I don't care what nice little touches he's got, because off the ball, I don't know if he gets shifted or not.
Yeah.
When he's coming up against the Calvin Bassies of the world, is he going to get absolutely moved to?
That's what I'm on.
So that's what anyways, I want Turkey, and I don't want no one else for that position at this moment of time. And especially for 25 million, you can't go wrong. I swear down, you can't go wrong. So yeah, there's lots of news come out today. There's that Højlund being scared that his position is going to get taken.
I don't think he's scared. I think he knows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why? I was gonna say, why would you be scared? We'll talk about that. Oh, guys are super scrub. You're gonna get loaned out in it because no one's gonna buy you.
Yeah,
except for that, yes. And you don't want to take a hit on the books too much. So there you go. Another year out, loan, get out of here, scrub. You got Cunha that can play there. You got Xerxes that can play there. I don't think he wants to play Xerxes there, but Cunha can play there if you don't get a second striker. There's so many, and we link with Edison now. This John Garcia guy. I've seen these off centre back links, you know, but I don't believe him.
I've seen no centre back links, you know. Like I don't think we're signing
It was a left centre back that we was linked to just like 2 days. But I looked at it and I said, that's just a link in it. But yeah, and obviously we're looking at Mbeumo as well, which is fair. No, Osimhen is not on the agenda. It's the lap, if not Mateta. That looks like it's going to be the two that we want.
Premier League proven. Let's go back to Man United's model, bro. You know what I mean? That was Alex Ferguson's model. If we end up getting Cunha, we end up getting Mateta or Delap. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you look at Manchester United, you look at our treble-winning team, yeah, and you look at York, Cole, Sheringham, all from the Prem, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keno from here. Like, bro, this is where we do dirt, bro. They either came from the academy or they came from the Premier League. There was a few players that we did get from abroad, like Hennenberg and them man there, but them man there were just like, if it banged, it banged. You know them ones. If it didn't, it didn't.
Exactly.
You know them ones. But these man were not the spine of the team, bro. The spine of the team was from here, bro. Like,
formidable.
It was sourced from here.
It was formidable. Our spines
it was sourced from here. You know what I mean?
Because that's that, isn't it? I just feel like when I remember, yeah, a lot of people in here will know this. When me and Tex, we first come on the first stream together on Side Show, they said we was trying to build a team what it looked like. We both put Mateta in.
Yeah,
We got laughed
Mateta's
at.
gold.
This looks mid, and then you put Osimhen in, who I said I want. By the way, I'm not saying I don't. I want the guy,
but he's not better than Mateta for me.
but I said
opinion.
I'd prefer Premier League proven. And obviously the whole Mateta thing died out. But it's like, oh, look at this team with Osimhen. It looks good, isn't it? That was building overall. Like Edison's there, Cunha's there, whatever, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden when Mateta's there, like, oh, this looks kind of mid. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
You just add it for me. You put Cunha with Mateta, who likes to hold up play. He's built, he's strong. He's a lamppost. My type of striker, lamppost. Yeah. You're already adding a good 30 goals to your roster, minimum, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Let alone whatever assists might come about with it, with extra players. We need to add. What are we averaging? What 50 goals a season for the last few years, bro? We need to add more than that, bro. Like we need to add the extra. I'm not joking. With whatever players come in, we need to add at least 40 plus goals. That's what it needs to add to the team on top of whatever else is going around with Bruno Fernandes and the odd goal from everybody else. It's a good starting place, isn't it? And then we can see how this defense really operates.
I just think that the majority of our signings need to be Premier League based. They need to be, bro. Do you know what I mean? And for me, Mateta or Delap is brilliant. It's brilliant, bro. Cunha looks like
you've been a big advocate for Delap more than I was as well.
I think he's
way.
cold, bro. Like I just think that people are writing him off.
You call him Barclays. Do you remember? He said he looks like old school Barclays. Like if we're going back in the day, the Ricky Lamberts, and if you go a bit Grant Holt's go a bit further back, Les Ferdinands.
He looks like a Barclays player, bro. You look at the trim and that. You get me? A man's just wham, bro. You know what I mean? He's got like that Kevin Davis kind of build, like. You know what I mean? He don't look like he should be able to shift the way he shifts. You know them ones. Like he can move, bro. Like he can pick up the ball and run with it. And when you look at his build, he's almost built like a centre back. Like he's not built like he should be able to shift with the ball like that. Like he's a
and you know what it is? Striker. He shoots from what I was seeing and what I've seen. He shoots from outside the box.
Yeah, he does.
And I like that because we don't have many of them.
Gives me Rooney vibes, like in terms of like his explosiveness. Do you know what I'm saying? But then. He gives me a little bit of like the Harry Kanes as well, bro. That's what I like, man. He's a culture player, you know. Like it's one of them ones where, you know what's funny? People are saying
what?
Like,
you know what?
Overrated.
He likes black women, innit? You can tell with it. Easy too for white one. He's a bit too smooth. Like he likes black women.
About the fade, innit? I don't know, but I ain't seen no evidence. I ain't seen no evidence of that. But he's got the fade is sharp, innit? I'll give him that. But you know what it is for me? Yeah? No, it is, yeah. When I look at him and I watch him play, it's like because he's at Ipswich, man are cooking him. This is what it is. Man, I said he's overrated and all that. Bro, shut up. Like, man, I said he's overrated. The bro's got 13 goals in a relegated team, bro. And man are talking about he's overrated. It's like, how many goals do you expect him to score for a team that's already down?
What does this sound like? What does this sound like? What conversation did we have last year? By the way, the guy was 25 million or 20 million. They got relegated with Burnley. Who did we want?
Yep.
Same thing. I'm telling you now, not every relegated man is a bad player. Why now?
Man wanted to spend 60 million on Ugarte when we could have got Sanderberg for 25, bro. And now look what Sanderberg did against us.
Exactly. And now we're scouting man like Cardoso. And I don't know why we want Cardoso. Like, I think he's really good. I like destroyers, isn't it? Yeah, because that's his game. But why would we want to go get the American version of Ugarte in the team? What? Because he's a little tidy. Because that guy's not passing forward. I promise you that now he's not passing forward.
Yeah.
Man, see the name Cardoso. Ooh, it's got a little bit of a tropical surname.
Yeah,
you know
like
Ugarte.
Like
Ugarte. Cardoso is Ugarte. He's a really good destroyer. And the thing is, if you get your midfield correct, yeah, I'm pretty sure your Cardosos, Ugartes, you won't even care what they do. As long as they clamp the ball and clamp the man,
But then the
cleanly.
players in front of them need to be elite, bro, to make up
Yeah,
for their lack of ability. That's why you need to go get a Turkey and a
exactly. Thank you, man. No, we don't pass forward really. His passing forward, yeah, Yassine. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, yeah. Because everyone's been on Anthony watch, so you should be watching Cardoso a little bit, yeah. What he does is he likes to switch the ball. Switching the ball does not really count as passing forward. Do you get what I'm saying? In that kind
it's
of,
not passing forward.
It's not passing forward. It's a switch, and don't get me wrong, his switches are quite they're quite clean. They're very clean. But he's another one of them. I think Agati can pass the ball, yeah. I've seen him do it, yeah. But it's just the reluctancy of wanting to do it. It's like McAllister at Brighton, yeah. McAllister at Brighton, elite, yeah. No lie, I really wanted them at Man United, yeah. But there was that lack of wanting to pass that final ball into obviously the Brighton final third, even though he's got in his locker. You got in your locker, but you're not doing it too much. You're trying to be too safe. But at Liverpool, all of a sudden, different story now. Do you get it? So that's how I look at it. Edison, I saw someone say it earlier. I couldn't believe it. Edison doesn't pass the ball forward. Are you mad? Are you mad? No. What do you mean? His whole
Inter are a very transition-based team. Even though they're possession-based, yeah, they do like to break from back to front very quickly.
Yeah. So Edison, if anyone watches it, one of these he plays in the same system roughly, yeah, in terms of formation. So he's used to a two-man midfield, but he's more of I say he's a deep line playmaker / box-to-box type of player who we need exactly. Like that's a profile exactly what we need. He passes forward all the time. He's one of the best in Europe passing forward. What are we doing? That's what
I think he does his thing. He's not a Sanderberg profile.
No.
He looks like a box to box to me.
He's an 8. He's not.
He looks like a box to box to me. That's the only thing.
Edison's not rubbish. I'm telling you, he's not rubbish.
No. I think he's very good, bro. I just don't think he's I don't think he's the. He's not the Sanderberg profile.
But Sanderberg, we need. That's more like 6.
But that's what I'm saying. You need Sanderberg beside Edison. That's where you get.
I said Edison is not a okay.
That's where you get. That's where you get the balance for me, bro. And this super chat from Devon. You know what it is. You know what I've noticed. I was having a conversation about the Delap and the Osimhen, and I noticed Osimhen's got an army. You know, he's got an army of stands. You know, like I've never seen someone defend a striker the way I've seen man like doing the Osimhen prop. I've never seen it. You know them ones. I've never seen it. So it's one of them ones where loads of people are going to war for a brother that's playing football in Turkey right now. Yeah, I mean it's definitely the Nigerians. It has to be because it's not making any sense, bro. And I'm not gonna pretend I've watched loads of 90 minutes of Osimhen. I did watch the AFCON final though. You know them ones. I did watch that, yeah, and I don't know. Did he play? Because I don't remember. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't remember. I kind of remember in the AFCON, I believe. What did he score? 1 goal or no goals? I'm not sure. You know them ones. I'm not sure.
He had a bad tournament. He had definitely a bad tournament. I remember missing a few chances.
Brother, hey, listen, but I can't remember if it was 1 or none. You know them ones. I don't want to say he didn't score a goal. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's one of them things where I don't want to be spreading misinformation. But I remember that it was extremely underwhelming tournament for him. Do you know what I mean? I remember that. So it's one of them ones where I don't know why these men are talking. I don't know why these men are talking like this guy's Superman. And the thing is, I spoke to Saeed about it and we went through his stats, And it's one of these ones, bro. They talk about this guy, They talk about this brother like he's got Erling efficiency, he's an Erling level player, But then when you look at his numbers, he's only scored 20 league goals twice, and one of them is right now in Turkey. He's only done it once in his career, like in any league that he's played in France, in Italy. So it's one of them ones where like the hype, he's someone that's overhyped. Man, are talking about Delap. Delap's been rated at 30 million, at 22 years old. This brother's gonna be what, 27? And the man are saying that he wants 300 grand a week and that, bro. Do you know what I mean? And
that's why I would
averages 15 goals a season, bro. Like, why are we going on like
for that sort of terms? It's nowhere near worth it.
Like, bro, why are these man talking like this guy is gonna guarantee man 25 goals, bro? Why are they talking like that? Why are they talking like he's gonna come in and put up Mo Salah numbers? He's not.
No, he's not. No, I'm not. I think one thing he does though is he makes another team play a different type of way instantaneously, just because of his raw power in it. And he's really, and he's really good in the air. So I think that's what I'm kind of sold on. I said I know like he's not, he ain't got bad hold up play.
I think that's great, but who crosses the ball for us?
That's what I want. That's what I kind of want us to get into the mode of is putting in some decent crosses.
More of them Harry Maguire goals, yeah.
If the shoe fits.
Boy.
But I want us to get more into the habit of like, because Man United used to be really known like for its crossing, like, you know what I mean, like all over the years and stuff like that. We used to do.
I know, but we had Bex, mate. You know,
we had some really good players. Scholes could cross. Gary Neville could cross. Bro, Bearman could. Loads of players. Ever was deep line crossing from Ever was mad
as well. Yeah.
Even Valencia's type of crossing was different. You know what I mean? He used to drive it.
But we used to force the ball in. Yeah, because as United used to play percentage football, we used to force the ball into dangerous areas. Now we don't do that now. Modern football is just dilly-dallying and recycling.
Yeah. So that's where I kind of want to be again with United, especially if we're going to be playing wing backs. I want to be putting them in some dangerous areas. And I know one player that does sniff a lot of that out is Osimhen, really. He thrives off stuff like that, you know? Yeah. And there will be points where, you know, where a team will have more of the ball, even if we have Cherki and Cunha, but that might be just the game plan. So we can just break on them. Do you get it? So, and then it's like, who better than Osimhen when you need to make up 60 yards of ground? That man is eating that grass up on top of Cunha, on top of whoever else it may be as well. Like, I'm just saying that's the only advantage. Like Berbatov made a quote and saying like defenders would be happy to play against the lap. I disagree with that part because because he's made some defenders, including Gabriel and Saliba, have nightmares. By the way. You know, he made him have a tough time. But Osimhen is what I do think is correct. When it is Osimhen, you do tend to probably think I need to probably play a little like 5 yards deeper. Oh yeah,
he definitely the profile of his profile is more threatening, up front in terms of it gives defenders a lot to think about. But what's the difference between him and a Mateta, bro? Because the Mateta can,
I said the same thing.
In the same areas, but Mateta's got a better touch.
And he's more powerful. He's way more powerful.
Exactly. He's got a better touch. He's physically, do you know what I mean? He can hold the ball up. I believe his IQ and his ability to bring players into the game.
Yeah, he's on course to scoring what, like 16, 17 goals a season in the Prem. I can double check it. I think he's on. Is he not on 14? Or maybe after the Arsenal game, he might have went to 15. I'm not too sure. There we go. So in the league this season, 14. He's got 2 assists as well. In the cup, he's got 3 goals in the cup. He's got another game to go or 2, and then he's got another assist. So he's already got 20 GA overall in all campaigns.
And he's already got 14 in the league. So
and he done it last year as well. Yeah, because if you go after last year, he's at a great age. He's 27 years of age. I think that's a brilliant age to bring in a striker.
They're like the same age.
Yeah, exactly. Last year, if it wants to. Can you load up, you little prick? All right, he scored 16 goals and he's got 6 assists in pretty much a lot of the back end of last season when they changed managers, and then he also got 3 goals in the EFL Cup as well. So, you know what I mean? I think he's everything for me. I think, and he's technically sound as well. By the way, he's sound, not the best, but technically sound, very sound. Do you know what I mean? Where he's like, I'm not mad, but the thing is with the lap, I said I'm gonna state it, and I said I don't want him, but I take him. But now my Man United tinted glasses are coming on more that we're linked. I want the guy now, yeah. It is what it is. That's how it moves, yeah. But
I haven't seen them way more links, bro. You said we've been linked to them. I haven't seen them.
No, he's just on the short list. That was already confirmed. He's just on the short list as one of them positions.
And he should
let me know, man, them in the comments as well, yeah. Because good football, good aesthetics is just my thing in it, yeah. The lap, Cunha, Cherki. I touch, you touch football might be back at Old Trafford. Just saying, innit?
Bro, it's the best kind of football, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You gotta move that ball, man. And this is what it is. Like, this is what I need. Like, the way to remedy what we've seen at Man United for many years is to bring ballers back, bro. Because Man United been getting rid of the ballers before we've been getting rid of the passion merchants and the athletes, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like
Scott McTominay's.
Exactly. Like you keep McTominay, but get rid of but then you'll get rid of like Angel, for instance, bro. Angel didn't come through the academy, but Scott comes through. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just like United been getting rid of the wrong kind of players from early. Even when we look at players that can keep the ball, bro, like man, let go of Jesse Lingard. Like, why would you let go of someone that can actually do the give and go and move the ball on? Yeah, but then you're keeping scrubs, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is what these men do. They let the wrong profiles go. Like you let Sancho go before Garnacho. Like why would you do such a thing, bro? Do you know what I mean? You got Højlund here and Xerxes not playing. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's like the footballers never seem to prevail at Man United, bro. Like they done the same thing with Pogba, Martial as well, bro. Like the actual technical players don't tend to prevail at Manchester United.
We don't give them enough of a good, because it's always been the issue. It's our midfield overall. We saw it for one season.
Even Anthony, you let go of Anthony and you keep going natural, bro. Like it's like, why would you do that?
At least that scrub's going.
Yeah,
at least that scrub's going. I'm so happy for that, and thank you, Chelsea, for registering more interest in the guy. Thank you very much, because Napoli really want him, so you could really drive up a bidding war. Thank you very much. A proper one this time with more time. So I really, really appreciate Chelsea fans. What was I gonna say as well? You just reminded me of something. I can't now. I've just lost it. That's it. See, I think we may need 2 strikers depending later in the window. Like if I
don't think so. I think this is what we need to do.
After we get our
the main striker, getting Cunha and someone else in the 10, and then bring in 1 striker, bro. If you bring in a Delap can be the understudy to Xerxes, bro.
I think if Delap comes, it's because they told him you're gonna be our number 9. You're gonna be starting as our number 9.
Yeah, but
because Chelsea's chasing him, innit?
I hear that, but it depends, innit? Do you know what I mean? But if you got Xerxes and Delap as the 9s, you're nice. Like and then Cheeto can still develop. Cheeto's not good enough to be number 2. He's not good enough.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So
he's still physically way off of it.
Exactly, unless he's going to use Xerxes as a utility, as in you're going to use him as the 10 and the 9, depending on which.
I think that's going to be the case.
Which I don't mind. I don't mind that, but I don't like it, innit? Like I would rather that. But I feel like he needs a nailed down 10 spot, or he needs a nailed down 9 spot.
But I feel like you can play a lot of these players in different kind of positions and rotate it, because imagine one day we might see Xerxes, Cunha, and Delap all start. By the way, like
I think he could absolutely,
and it's like Delap could fill in for Cunha. You're going up front. It could be a rotated 3. We've seen a rotated 3, by the way, this season, even with Højlund in the side, by the way, and Garnacho and all that kind of stuff. And not just him. People forget, like we got Kobe Mainu there. We got Ahmad that could play there. And it could be, again, if we do go get this extra 10 as well, that we need more than just Cunha, let's say Cherky, for instance, or someone of that ilk, right? A lot of these players could just rotate and play. And the thing is, it don't matter which kind of 3 you select, you're probably going to be quite happy. Do you know what I mean? You're probably going to be, you know what, I'm happy with today. I've got my man to come off the bench. We got another game midweek, so be it. Do you know what I mean? No, so that's why I just want to. That's where I just want to be as a United fan. Yeah,
like the thing to keep Xerxes, and potentially use him in the 9. Then I think you get another goal scoring 10 like Mbeumo.
That makes more sense.
That's what I believe, because even Delap and Xerxes are facilitating strikers that can score goals. They're not Osimhen. So I want 2 shooters in the 10.
You know what? Yeah, I've got one issue with that though. Yeah, is Delap. I said if you're gonna get Osimhen, that's before we said we're not getting him. There's no point getting Mbeumo. The AFCON thing will kill us, by the way, because they're both gonna go off, and I don't think Mbeumo and Osimhen work. But if you get a Delap, then an Osimhen works. I mean, sorry, an Mbeumo works, right? Because he can play off of him a little bit. My only thing out of that is really and truly is sometimes it sounds great, but the whole who's going to unlock a defense when they decide they want to play low block against us. And then we can say, yeah, out wide, Ahmad can do it. Maybe Kobe can do it and da-da-da-da-da. But who's really that attacking mid? Who's that real playmaker that can really unlock a defense? Yeah. And that's when I look at a profile again.
Like a Cherky
to be like, because man's both-footed, by the way. I didn't even know this because I didn't have a mad extensive knowledge of watching him to know that
He's crazy. He's left-footed, but
Bro.
you just can't tell.
bro, he takes corners with his right foot. It's
Yeah,
mad. It's mad. I always knew he was left-footed, but I didn't know he had the other foot. And
yeah,
I was
yeah.
confused.
It's
I was
nuts, it's
confused. When he ran at Dorgu left foot, then chopped to his right foot. I was like, huh? I'm like,
nuts.
okay, cool. This is different. Took the corners, took the free kick with his right foot. So,
Yeah, it's
anyways, my whole thing is like, I don't think I want Mbuemo when someone's half his price sitting there potentially that wants a move, that's hungry for a move, that wants something brand new as well, that can probably he gets the Old Trafford again because he clearly loved it. Yeah.
Mm.
My whole thing is that's the real mold of what we need for the just going forward. Because at one point, I think a lot of teams will still disrespect United in terms of we're going to play a high line against them today. That's fine. That's fine. But then they're about to get to a point where, let's say we're playing against Brentford or Everton, or if David Moyes is in charge and says, you know what, we're just going to park the damn bus, then I need a Cherky to kind of unlock something because he shows no fear and he's able to create that little something extra. And guess what? He's clutch.
Yeah, my bias
like
is towards a super technical number 10 in it. That's my bias.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see in it.
We ain't got that. We ain't got that in the 10 unless Ahmad is playing there, and that's the issue.
And even
Unless Ahmad is playing there,
Ahmad's more of a
glider,
ball carrier now.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? He's not really a
he's got that something, but he's not got that Cherky final pass.
Yeah, he doesn't have that. You don't have that magic in it. You don't have that magic.
I would personally want to go for that in it.
So would I.
I think the club right now would probably want to go for that. And Buemo or
because of the price and the profile. Like to me,
and
if you
also
get a Cherky and you get if you get a Cherky, a Cunha, and a Delap, that's a sensational window, bro.
Talk about INEOS now, people. If that happens, talk about them now. Patience is so warranted in every inch of life at times. Not too much patience though, because then you'll be ignorant.
It's not even patience. I think that people have to
be realistic,
be objective as well, bro. Because I've had people argue with me.
Go on.
That the window that we had last summer is not one of the best windows we've seen. When objectively it is.
We've had the best conversation.
One of the best windows we've ever seen, bro. Like at this club in terms of the quality of players that we got, and also the way they flipped it, bro. I think we only spent 90 million or something like that, and we got 5 players in. Like we spent 90 million.
We made 100 altogether, including the wage part, because it's relevant as well. It is relevant. It's like 117 million or 122 million, if I'm correct. Of course, you have to give that wage to somebody else when they come in, by the way. But we still made that. That's unknown for Man United.
Yeah.
Super unknown. And what do you think is going to happen this window? We're going to break that again, you know?
Yeah. We're going to do a madness. Once we get money for Anthony, because we will now, because he's gone and he's risen his stocks. He's risen his stocks. Apart from Atletico Madrid, you know?
The thing is, the fact is, they actually need a new outlet on the right-hand side. Llorente can't keep doing a cover job, Simeone's class, but when you take Simeone off, they got no good outlets out wide no more. And it's like, where's the outlet? Nowhere. You can't keep playing centre mids out wide. I'm hoping that's the case. That's why they're trying to tempt us with Cardoso, innit? They've been offering like swap deal plus cash maybe. But I don't want Cardoso just to bulk up the squad, because I still believe we've got a lot of youngsters in our team that can fill in the gaps where we might need it, because I think we need to focus on the 11 first before thinking about getting a squad player in that might feature, that might bang.
Yep.
If I'm correct in that.
No, facts.
And I can't wait. And I can't wait. And guess what? Garnacho.
Brother,
that tweet was the best tweet all day. Best tweet all day.
The Garnacho thing. Pure profit.
How much? You know what? On a realistic, I know we'd probably get rid of him for a lot less than what we'd say, but for you,
I say we'll get 40 mil from him.
I say if we get 45 million, run with it. Run.
I said before, if anything over 40 million, man, have to just take that and run, because it's pure profit as well.
And I hope he goes to Chelsea out of all the teams. I don't want him to go Napoli. No, I want him to go to Chelsea particularly.
Yeah, bro. Man want to see rival fans suffer, bro. Do you know what I mean? So him going to Chelsea would be perfect.
I want our Mason money. I want our Mason Mount money back. Do you get it? I forgot that guy even existed. Again, every time I talk about these 10 positions, I forget that this guy is even around. Can he play wing back?
I think he can. Mason Mount can play wing back, but also I think we need to be ruthless here. And I reckon next season Mason Mount's gone. You know, I think the
After
only
next
reason
season,
why we,
this
yeah,
summer
yeah,
or the season after. I said he
the
might.
summer
actually-
after.
I said, yeah, I think we might find if everything goes the way we want this window, considering if we got Champions League or not as well. But if we don't, I reckon he goes out on loan.
Yeah, they might want to just get his wages off. You know
I
what
reckon
mean?
he'll go out on loan with an option to buy if they really don't want him.
I think that's the kind of moves we should be making. Someone like Mason Mount should be forced out on loan, like Gallagher was and Sterling was at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think
Cunha
Chilwell was as well.
Cunha number 10 shirt, Cherky number 7 shirt, the lap number 9 shirt. Who says no?
Bro, that number 7 needs to be freed, blood.
Free. Worst number 7 in Man United history.
Easily. And the 9 as well needs to be freed as well, bro.
Worst number 9 in history.
Bro. Man like Rasmus Højlund is man crazy.
Cracked.
Rasmus Højlund's with the number 9 at Man United and it's just going under the radar, like.
Yeah. Everything does sound too good to be true at this moment of time. When I'm seeing Edison, 38 million pounds, that's 38 million pounds, you know.
You know what it is though? Even though it sounds too good to be true, yeah, it's like it sounds like what a proper club should be doing, bro. So it doesn't seem too far-fetched at the same time.
And also it tells you we're not, it goes to show, yeah, because remember this, the model, innit? The model, yeah, is it probably has come true, to be fair. The 25 and under model or 26 and under model, whatever it is. Cunha 25. I think Edison's 23, 24, and whatnot. But at least I'm just happy we're not going to do this Chelsea thing. Oh, 20-year-old, 19-year-old, 18-year-old, and going to get a boner over that and think like, yeah, we're an orphanage now. I don't like that. You have to mix the experience, some experience. I'm Blues Empire. You're saying allow it, but you know it's true in it. The truth hurts in it. But and you're my guy as well. Like, but I don't like that model. This is why you are where you are, because inexperience shows towards the end of the season when you need it or whatever you may need to get over the line. You're not getting over the line.
Who's that, Chelsea?
Yeah. The thing is,
bro, their recruitment's been fucking piss poor, mate.
Exactly. The thing is, yeah, I don't think, I personally do not think, yeah, your Conference League is as nailed on as you think. I think Real Betis, when they end up getting there, or Fiorentina, are going to give you a shock, a massive shock, by the way. And it don't matter if you're 17th, it don't matter, but you've had 3 seasons now under Todd Bowley to get things correct, and you still ain't got things correct. And then going into your 4th window, it doesn't look like you've learned anything as of yet. You're all gassing up Esteval, yeah, who looks like a sick talent, by the way. It's
but then I'm having
talent.
Chelsea fans tell me he's not good enough to come straight in and start.
This is what I'm saying. Like, so they're putting already on the pedestal. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like Man United so much, because we do these certain players and youngsters and that we build them up just to find out. Oh, you know what? I don't know about this one. But anyways, that's just that part in it. That was just a little segment there.
No, 100%. I completely hear what you're saying, my brother. And yeah, what happened to Man United tax, bro? Everyone was saying, yeah, that every time we want a player, they're gonna cost 100 million. It's funny how the United tax has gone out the window now when we've actually got a competent recruitment team. Now, all of a sudden, all the fees that we're being linked with are they're normal fees now. Do you know what I'm saying?
By the way, there we go. Has anyone clocked how we're going targeting players that all got release clauses? I didn't even know this. This John Garcia has a 25 million euro release clause.
Yeah, I think every player in that league has to have a release clause. But
La Liga, doesn't it? Yeah. So 20 million.
Yeah.
Oh no, what was 25 million? It's about 20 million, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 21
or something like that.
Yeah.
Go and do it. I've had enough of banana. And go get that Freddie Woodman in from flipping. He's 28 years of age, Preston North, and he's a great shot stopper, you know. Anyone that knows Preston, they've always got a good defense, yeah. Third goalkeeper, run it up. Just go get these up through the door. Tom Heaton and Biinde needs to go. Onana needs to go. Go get me a fresh batch of new goalkeepers.
Yeah.
I don't even know who John Garcia is. I need a comp. Can anyone send me a comp, please?
Yeah, there's one. I'll put it in a private chat.
Because you know what it is, yeah?
It's decent, bro. I'll be honest.
You know what it is, yeah? For thing, what's it called? For me, if there's one player or one position you can judge off of it for a comp, it's probably a goalkeeper.
100%. It's positioning, it's diving mechanics, it's footwork, it's, do you know what I mean? It's box presence. The only thing with La Liga, because they don't really put crosses in, like you're not really gonna see a lot of goalkeepers collecting the ball. It's more gonna be shot stopping.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
shot
yeah.
stopping is shot
How
stopping is very good
tall
though.
is he? How tall is he? Joan Garcia. Because if he's a midget, yeah, I don't want him.
Nah, I don't think he is. I don't
And
think he is. He looks
Espanol,
about 6'3".
fucking hell, he's 1.91 meters. So what's that? 6'3", 6'4". Yeah,
Yeah, he looks about
love,
6'3".
love. And he wears short sleeves. That's got to go.
Oh, it's short sleeve goalkeepers. I think it's a Spanish thing, the short sleeve goalkeeper thing.
It's hot. It's hot over there, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the short sleeve goalkeeper thing, unless it's Fabian Barthez.
But regardless, that's got to go. So no doubt about that. Sorry, people. It's just not running. I really want to do like. See, where is Don with the Y Scout when I need him?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How old is John Garcia? Is he? I saw it. Is he 23?
He's a goalie, so I don't care how old he is.
I don't really care how old he is. 23.
He's
There you go. He's turning 24. Good age, decent age.
Yeah. Now, but he looks serious.
Yeah, I don't watch Espanol. All I know about Espanol from day dot, yeah, is that they've always been like a defensive type of team.
Mm-hmm.
They're hard to break down. Always been that way.
Yeah,
go look at Pochettino's Espanol. Trust me, very hard to break down.
No, fairs. No, he looks like a cat still, bro. Like man's agile. So
I'm glad we're not going for that Diego Costa guy, because that guy.
Yeah, I don't like him, bro. Like, he's been linked to Man City. I think he's awful, you know.
Man City. I think he's bad.
Yeah, I think he's like a bozo, bro.
His handling, I said it. He's the white IC1 version of Anana. I'm promise you, he's so Anana-esque. It's unreal. It's the only thing he's better than most keepers at is penalty saving. He's very good at penalty saving. Yeah, but bar that, he's got them Tim Krul lanky arms. But the guy's like 6'1" as well, you know.
Oh, is he?
I'm pretty sure he's that short, or some. I might be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure he's short. He's not that tall. No, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. The bozo gene is very strong. Very, very strong. He's awful, man.
Yeah, I'm not rating him from what I've seen. So I don't know, man. This United thing is, oh man, we're doing what we should be doing, but it feels wrong. You know the ones. Like it feels wrong because we're not used to this. But
yeah,
based off last season's window, I'm saying like it gave me a bit of confidence in our recruitment structure. It did, because last season's window was very, very good, and that's why a lot of us expected us to have a better season than we did have. I've
done this on my channel, yesterday. So I'm gonna do it again now as well, yeah. But if everything goes the way we want it to, yeah. Everything.
No, we have to be challenging for the top 6 anyway, regardless.
I hate. I do you one better. If everything goes the way we want it to, let's say Edison, Cunha, Cherky, the lap, wing back, whatever, new goalkeeper.
You don't need a wing back. You just need a new keeper.
No, but I mean, like, if Ahmad goes, like, let's say he gets injured, I don't want to be seeing the low in it personally. I think we got someone in academy, but I'm going to count as a new player, by the way. So first teamers, yeah, they all count. So it could be Mantanto or something like that. It could be someone like to cover that side. Let's see what they do. They're your backup. You're going to get your time, whatever. Left wing back as well. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to be Pedro Leon or somebody else. Let's see what happens, because it ain't going to be Amas. He's going out on loan, clearly, develop, and then get your money for him afterwards. Yeah, that's how it should be. We need to start. We got too many talented youngsters that can't make it here that need to be getting a good P for. Long story short, who says we can't have an Arsenal season? 3 years ago,
bro. That to me, that was Arsenal's best season in terms of football played. Because
and hear me out on why I say this. Yeah, people say, "Oh, Cats, don't jump your gun. You're making too." I'm saying, if an ideal, perfect scenario, yeah, if we really like this manager. If we hit the ground running, remember Arsenal took everyone by surprise, yeah? Took everyone by surprise. But teams didn't respect them. Teams won't respect us. Who says that the league won't have another Bozo League season like it has
No,
this
but
year?
you know why teams will respect us, Cass? Because if we're doing a lot of our shopping in the Premier League, I think we're gonna get names that people know, and they're gonna be wary. If man fuck around and sign Cherky, Cunha, and the like, people are gonna respect us, bro. Like it's not good. These are not unknown players. Like you know
But
what I
if we
mean?
get
It's
all of
not.
these, I'm sorry, but I'm not accepting no top 6.
I
I'm telling
understand
you
that,
now, I'm not
Cass. You're
accepting
right.
5th. I'm not accepting 5th, and I'm not accepting 6th. If I ain't got a guaranteed, sustainable looking top spot place to say, cool, we just need A, B, and C.
Yeah, but
And
these Man United fans will wait till we get 1 or 2 injuries and
I'm in
then say,
dream mode,
"Oh,
and
yeah."
if you're right, I'm in la la land, bro. Trust
Yeah,
me.
bro. We'll
I'm
get 1
allowed
or
to be
2
la la land.
injuries, and then these man will be like, "Oh, but the injuries." That's what they done under Ten Hag, bro. Let me tell you something. Yeah, like my guy. Imagine I've been messaging my guy Didi. Yeah, he plays in the Baller League, innit, for SDS, bruv. But he's fucking Portuguese Sporting fan, Man United fan, innit. Like loves Bruno, loves Amorim, and that. I told him, I said, listen, if your manager don't win the Europa, mate, you'll be out before Christmas. So you can talk about all you want to fucking talk about. I'll be honest. We don't win this Europa League, but we could dream about next season. This geezer's out of here before Christmas, because I don't care who they give him. Yeah, I don't trust this brother. Yeah, to get it right, bro. I don't. In it, like that's my gut. My gut feeling is that if we don't win this Europa, I don't think that you can invent momentum out of nowhere. You know them ones. I don't think Man United's lack of new manager bounce is down to lack of minutes on the training pitch. I don't think it's down to the players. I think it's down to a man overcomplicating certain things that aren't that complicated. I think it's down to him picking the wrong team.
Time will
So,
tell.
do you know what I mean? So even if we do give him all these players, I still expect to see him do something weird. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I still expect it. So it's one of them things where I'm more excited at the idea of us getting players that belong at this football club for the first time, rather than what the manager's going to do with them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So saying that we can have an
Fair.
Arsenal season, Arsenal played with the handbrake off, yeah. In that season, bro, they were playing liquid football, bro. 4s and 5s, everyone was holding 4s and 5s. It was crazy.
Zinchenko and Jesus was on
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, they were
Fire.
holding 4s and 5s. I can't see
Xhaka.
Man United playing that with that level of freedom under this manager, just because that's not really his MO, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what, next season the wing backs are going to be Ahmad and Dorgu. Like,
Well, it might be. You never know, man. When you got someone that doesn't operate, you know what? I always look at it though. Garnacho operates in Dorgu's space too much for one. Don't really have much passing option for me.
and listen, I don't dislike Dorgu.
Ahmad,
we'll see a better Dorgu next season.
Ahmad, we've seen it with combinations with him when he's down the right hand side. The guy's class. Like, it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, he's different gravy.
He's different gravy. We just need another one of those. But Dorgu's the athlete to cover. Whatever.
I don't think we get another one. I think Dallow's the backup. And
we need to
Dallow's starting next season, by the way. We riot, bro. That's crazy.
We riot. He needs to get sold. If an offer comes in for him, we need to sell him. I'm telling you that now. We need to sell him. It's time to go. It's pure profit at this point as well. It's time to go, man.
Yeah.
I don't want him no more. I like him. Like, I like his availability, but I don't care about that. I just like quality.
Yeah.
Who else
have we seen it with Sporting, bro? Listen, his Sporting team, were a very transitional team, bro. Like,
Very
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know why people pretend that his Sporting were playing like Brighton under De Zerbi. They weren't. Like, and even De Zerbi's a transitional kind of. He's got his artificial counter attacks, but De Zerbi's team moved the ball with a bit more fucking purpose than Amarim's, bro. Like, nah, bro.
It'll be interesting to see how that bulks up in a United perspective, because really and truly we should be having better quality players, like better all-rounded players, whether it's physical or whatever, ball carry, whatever. Yeah. It should be an upgrade. And he always he didn't make like round of 16s and obviously he got quarterfinals and stuff like that and he lost. But my whole thing is Sporting always had a good 11, but whatever came off the bench was always mid. Super mid. They were never like, you take out, let's say, if we go back sometimes, like Marcus Edwards, when he used to come off, you're like, okay, but who's coming on for him? It's not really anyone of great quality.
Yeah.
As well. When you look at the centre mids back then, as well, by the way, because they always used to replace the first teamer. So for AKA, when Palhinha came off the pitch and he got injured, there's not really anyone that's going to fit that kind of mold that's going to do anything. And that's like for any team. But the drop off was too much for me, and that sporting team was too much of a drop off. They were too busy relying on someone becoming something rather than having something already made.
Yeah.
Other than maybe a human who was a little bit more ready made than anybody else because they had no choice.
Yeah.
So that was the sporting model. So I'm hoping there's an upgrade of or something out of what Man United are trying to do, at least, in it. So that's it, really. I don't really care. Sometimes I don't really care for all the pretty football at times, but I just like good, effective football where it's like I can watch this. I know I'm going to score about 3 goals. And we're not trying to play. You know what I hate? I hate setting up how to counter the other team. How about play our game? Did you get what I mean?
But this is what it is. We need a certain level of arrogance.
Yeah. Like, I don't like setting up. Sometimes you can't be naive to think that you can always play your way against top sides at their grounds. But sometimes it's like, why do we have to focus on who to stop on that team? Let's say, I don't know, let's say it's a Bournemouth. I don't care how Bournemouth are going to do. Play your way. You should be smashing them. You should have a good enough team to smash them up. So that's it, really, for me. It's just that we're always trying to counteract the way the others play. Oh, they got good players and wide areas here, there. We got to stop. We got to play a little bit more reserve. Fuck that. I don't want to hear. I don't want to see none of that. So we're in a moment. This is a moment. This is a key moment for United right now. Key moment. Otherwise, look, we're going to be looking at 10th place again, innit? Or 11th place next season. That's the reality, regardless of who we sign.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I think a lot of it is down to the coach, bro. That's why, as much as I'm excited about getting certain players in, yeah, I don't like the brand of football. I don't like the.
We have to expect it to change.
Attitude.
Us fans have to expect changes because that's what we've been told as well. By the way, first interview when he comes.
No, you're right.
We have to. There's certain levels.
I feel like if we weren't going to see it, we would have seen it already. Like this is what I was saying to Didi. I was like, bro, he's shown us nothing to be optimistic about in terms of his coaching style. Nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? That he doesn't consistently pick the right team. Like the football's not good. The subs aren't good. Like they're too late or they're the wrong subs. Like everything I'm seeing is just not good, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like I've not seen anything to spark my interest because if you give me a reason, yeah, to trust you, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. That's what I said. That's why people were saying, oh, Rants, Cliff, and all these other things, yeah, when I was back in what INEOS were doing with the jobs cuts and the recruitment and stuff, yeah. But bro, we're seeing that these men do have a plan in terms of recruitment because look at the names we're getting linked with. So it shows you that these men are doing their due diligence as they should. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this manager has shown me nothing. There's not even a glimpse of anything, yeah. For me to say, yo, like he's gonna he can't just turn into someone completely different, Cass.
I feel like I've seen a little something. I just don't believe there's the quality to execute it. And maybe that becomes from overrating certain man in it or trying and hoping. I think there's a lot of base of hope. Because this man is stressed on the sidelines 24/7, but that's his fault for picking certain profiles. You're gonna get stressed when you've got Højlund on the pitch, right? That's just the way it's gonna work, innit? Yeah. He always sits down, Ben. He's got the Bielsa knees, innit? Yeah. So literally, like he's always scoping. I do believe there's some good combinations that I've seen, especially I would say even after the international break and just before, yeah, there was like I'm like, okay, this is different. He's trying to adapt a little bit different because there's a whole when we do see Xerxes and when we have seen Ahmad at times, but they're not enough together and different bits. I see combinations.
Yeah, but that's not down to coaching though. That's just down to playing better players. But then you should be starting these men anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, yeah, I think a system is kind of overrated at times. I think sometimes you can pick your formation and know what kind of role you want your players to do, or kind of what players you want them to be. But we've all played football, bro. Rants, I've heard you're a really good footballer, yeah, as well. I've heard certain man are good footballers. When you come and play at a certain level, the manager can want this, but it goes out the window. Because guess what,
bro? But this is why.
And that's why you're questioning the
team selection.
That's being fair and objective. To be fair, that's why I said I'm not against that because I've also criticized that.
I believe a manager's best quality is identifying the strengths and weaknesses of players and putting out the best players to get the best out of everyone. That's what good managers do, bro. It's not the formation. It's not none of these things. It's picking your best players in their best positions. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? So
But
it's
you
not
have to admit,
down.
I agree with that comment. We've seen this team being a lot more calm, but at the same time, that can't last that long because we got too many bozos. Regardless, like there's too many moments or bozo moment, whether it's the keeper or Maguire being on the pitch because he has to play 10 yards deeper, Lindelof because he's Linda soft and he's just wank. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know the deficiencies of Agate because he reluctantly to pass forward. He's been actually good last couple of games, to be fair. Stuff like that. I think for his sake, the first few games we got to hit the ground running, just for his sake, because we can't have the same. You can't have the same thing with Ten Hag again, bro. We can't have where we're waiting until November for a new coach. It's got to be like in your first 6-7 games, especially your first 6. I would say the international break. How bad is it, or how good is it? That's it. That's it. I think there's optimism because of players that are coming in, but you got to win in it. At the end of the day, we got to win. Whether you like the coach or not, or feel sorry for him or not, we got to win somehow, some way. And the only way you do that is by changing the coach.
And the one thing I would say, before you wrap people is, if you notice, there's a familiar theme, amongst a lot of Man United fans, and it's we're talking more out of what we hope the manager's gonna do instead of what we know he's gonna do. Because the truth is, I don't think there's many Man United fans that genuinely have faith in what they've seen so far. Man are talking about what we could see, bro. No one's talking about what we've seen already, because brother, he hasn't shown us anything. That's the reality is he ain't shown us nothing, bro. Like he hasn't done nothing at all, that gives me any form of confidence that he's gonna turn it around. Nothing, bro. Like I've seen absolute fucking nothing, bro.
Well, there's one thing anyways, bar all of that Sanchez is now out for both legs.
Oh, really?
Bilbao's most prolific, goal scorer at the moment. Best player.
And Williams as well.
I think Williams is back.
Okay.
I think he's back. I don't rate him as much as the next person. But yeah, Sanchez out. So that's like their main man's gone. By the way. So if we don't go there and beat Bilbao, there's not really an excuse not to beat Bilbao. The only thing that got going on for them there is that they got a really good defense. But I got told that when we played Barcelona that time and we put goals past them. But remember, they were unbeaten in the league or something like that. They conceded like 12 goals, scored bare goals. Yeah, we beat them. But they were also missing. They were missing Dembele. I remember that, which Henry was cooking at the time.
No, I hear it. So now we're gonna see, man. Yeah, I mean, what you got coming up anyway, my bro? I know there's never a foul stream at 12.
I got my stream as well. I'm running out.
Yeah, send me the link, bro. Send me the link still.
Is it not showing? It's not showing.
No, it's not showing up when I put
this
it.
This YouTube thing's racist, bro.
Bro, it's a dickhead thing, bro. To be honest, they always do that, bro. Like they always do that. They always do that, bro. Just put the link in a private chat and I'll redirect still. Do you know what I mean? Like Bilbao are going to be difficult to break down, but I think that if we overwhelm them with pressure, we should be able to do what we need to do, bro. I'll be honest. Like this is what it is.
Yeah, I think we should be. No, I just think we should be winning. We got in there first, right? So yeah. Again, even if we come away with a draw first, I'm still happy with that.
If we lose in Bilbao, I'm fuming though. I can't lie. We can't.
Yeah, we can't be going there not losing. And we didn't even get to really talk about this year. Ahmad is back in training, proper full training, and then available for selection. Yeah, but not for the first leg. Not for the first leg. Not for the first leg.
Yeah, bro. I'm not worried about this Ahmad situation right now, bro. For me, like, I just don't want him rush back and then him to be all carrying injuries into next season. Like, we should be beating Bilbao without Ahmad. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he's not gonna be there anyways. But the second leg, he could be that guy that comes on for 20 minutes.
Exactly. So there you go. Away from home, do your thing, and just make sure we're in the game. Draw minimum. That's it. Draw minimum, and then at Old Trafford with the crowd up, Ahmad, just a little 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That'll do.
100%. I need it. And if he scores the winner, even better, or just puts us through even further. I don't know. I don't care. Just win. Just win. Because I'm telling you now, we're paying Bodo Glimt in the final.
I think Glimt are gonna do Spurs still. I
Yeah,
do.
they're missing 3 of their first teamers in the first leg. They're all suspended, but we
Oh,
move.
mad,
We
mad.
move.
But no, we'll be there anyway, regardless. Hopefully, we just need to get the job done, people. So, yeah, make sure we run up the likes, people. Do you know what I mean? Buzz in chat for the first show of the day. Obviously, we got Deluded and Lee Gunner later on as well. So run those up. We're gonna redirect over to Cash Central, people. You get me? The link is in the title. Make sure you hit subscribe. And yeah, man, I'm gonna see you guys